Hi everyone. As promised, we are there at 11:15. So thanks a lot everyone for your patience. So good morning. It's a wonderful morning here. And today we are here to know a little bit more about financial markets and especially financial market learning. So what I'll do is I'll briefly on my webcam so that you can see me for a brief time, and then we'll probably switch back to our screen. Okay. So hi everyone. All right. So this is Vineet Patavri, and I'm the co-founder of eLearn Markets, and I manage Credent Academy, eLearn Markets, which are both into financial market training. Okay, so you people must be wondering financial market learning, and you might be having a lot of questions related to financial markets and whether you are the right person to get into, learning of financial markets. So anyone who's not able to hear, I would suggest him, please log out and log in again. That means exit and join in again. Okay. All right. So once again, my name is Vineet Patavri, and today I'll share with you a lot of insights on financial markets, especially how you can equip yourself with the learning which can help you make consistent earning in financial markets. So the objective of our life anyways, when we started studying, etc. in Indian society is how do you make your earning out of it? And we generally avoid anything which is a little risky. So obviously share market comes later because it is very risky according to everyone in the society. So today we will look at certain myths which are there in society with respect to with respect to capital markets, with respect to stock markets. So friends, whatever questions you have, all right, I would suggest you to hold it till the end of the presentation. Okay. This presentation today is primarily to highlight two courses which are certified by National Stock Exchange. As the name suggests, it's a live session, live counseling session for CRTA, which is called Certification in Research, Trading and Advisory, and ENCCMP, which is Certified Capital Market Professional. So these are two primary courses of NSE, which is Asia's biggest stock exchange, the most active stock exchange in Asia. So we will get deeper into all this, and I'll also take your questions with respect to these courses and overall financial markets also. Just to make it clear, we'll not talk about any stock specific case. All right, so no questions with respect to what do you think about financial market, what do you think about stock markets, where is Sensex going, where is Nifty going, or when is any particular stock going. This is not the platform for that. So we will keep it to information and knowledge sharing. Okay. If you have any other expectation, you can chat, you can write it in the chat from this webinar. I'll take around 1.5 hours of yours. So we'll finish this by 1 o'clock if everything goes well. All right. So again, I'll tell you for people who have just joined, my name is Vineet Patavri and I'm the co-founder of elearnmarkets.com. From education perspective, I have been to a management college called IIM Indore, and I have done my chartered accountancy. So my entire qualification education has been into finance, and my experience also has been into finance and financial education, as you can see. All right. So let us start. I'll switch off my webcam and I'll switch on the presentation which I have for you today. In the meantime, if anyone has any specific requirements from this presentation, from this entire exercise, please put it and I'll try to make good use of your suggestions. Okay, one more question. Right now a screen is shared with you. Hope you are able to see that, which reads Online NSE Certified Capital Market Professional ENCCMP Orientation Program, 10th June 2017. Just a quick yes will help me in understanding that you are able to see this. Okay, Priyank, thank you. Thank you everyone, thank you. Okay, so let us start. So when I was of your age, I had some good interest in financial markets. There are a lot of young people, that's what I am assuming. And I had good interest in financial markets. But one of the prominent questions which used to be at the top of my mind was, is learning stock market difficult? Okay. And one more question was, there was so much of jargon, there was so much of data, so many newspapers, news channels, all talking about financial markets. And it was always overwhelming. So I used to be a little apprehensive about the whole concept of getting into financial markets for my livelihood, for making a earning out of it. So this question was always there, and probably few of you might also have this question. So the answer, the answers what I tried was, I looked at what people who have done wonders in financial markets, whether they had similar kind of questions or apprehensions in their mind. So I started looking for their views. So for this, after gaining certain experience in financial markets, I would say the answer of this is best answered by Peter Lynch, who is one of the ace trader in this world. A few of you might have heard about him. He says everyone who has the power, who has any kind of brain power, can understand stock markets. So essentially, there's no one who cannot understand stock market. If you have just passed class 5, you are good enough to get into financial markets. So it doesn't require any kind of PhD or any kind of high funda knowledge, right? What you need is basic understanding, common sense, right? Because most of the things are maths, and maths, as you know, is commonsensical, right? So that answers one of the most important questions which was haunting me when I got into the financial market. So everyone has the brain power to follow the stock market. If you made it through the 5th grade, you can do it. So you can do it. I think all of you have made it through grade 5, and I hope you are Panchvi pass stage. So let's go about it. Another important question. I always wanted to be a better personality based on whatever profession I choose. So one of the most important part of personality is how much knowledge, how much information do I gather in my profession, right? I would say, again, with certain amount of experience, and some experts in the industry will agree to me, that financial markets or stock market is discounter of all known information. What does that mean? Any information which floats around, which may be political, geopolitical, historical, or maybe economical, everything gets discounted in the price of stocks and the indexes which we follow. For example, let me give you a quick example. Hope all of you know who Salman Khan. I'm sure you must be saying, what a fool. Obviously, everyone knows in India who Salman Khan. So Salman Khan is a brand ambassador of one of leading clothing brand called Being Human, right? Which is again manufactured by a company called Mandava Industries. Now, last year, or around last year, there was a High Court ruling which sent Salman Khan to 5 days judicial custody. To 5 years judicial custody. Obviously, he got a bail and he is out now. But immediately the next day, the stock had a lower circuit. Now, what is lower circuit? We'll discuss later. But obviously, the stock lost a lot of market cap. Now, how does that happen? Let's say you have no understanding of financial markets. Now you can connect the dots that Salman Khan being the brand ambassador of Being Human, and if he goes to jail, the brand will have a hit and the sales will go down, the revenue will go down, and hence the company will suffer. If the company will suffer, then ultimately there will be reduction in stock prices. So similarly, let's say there are hundreds and thousands of companies, and every company is related to one sector or the others. So any news which impacts the economy, which impacts the society, which impacts the world, impact the environment, will have some impact on stock price of some stock. So if you are a follower of stock market, by default you will become follower of every news floating around, every information floating around, and your common sense will increase by leaps and bounds. So, this is also a positive thing which I found in financial markets. Next thing, I got to know that a lot of stock exchanges are open throughout the day, 24 hours, 23 hours, and and you have to be glued in front of the screen. The Indian stock exchanges, like let's say for example, equity, from 9 o'clock to 3:30, you have to be glued to your screen, and obviously then you need to do your homework. So I was a little scared. Who will do so much of hard work, right? So again, this is a myth. Working for some time into the industry, around 10 years, I realized, and again supported by one of the top market participants in the world, the stock market to me is like a video game. When it went off, that means when the markets are off, it was like turning the game off. It wasn't something I would think about until I would turn the machine on again the next day. This is by Joe Nesbo. So the point is, when the markets are on, you are there. It's like video game. You play the video game. You are excited. It's very exciting, very energetic, very enthusiastic kind of stuff. But when you switch it off, you are off. You can party. You can do whatever you want, right? So it's not too cumbersome. So now let me come to certain basic stuff, which few of might be having this question, and I'll rush you through this so that I can talk more about what is of your interest, the two courses which we are talking about. So what is capital market? Capital market is basically, to produce anything in this world, you need labor, you need capital, and you need raw material. You need commodities, right? So capital market is that ingredient in the whole economic affair which actually brings in any economic activity apart from the other inputs in the process. So in simple sense, a marketplace where we trade capital is called capital market. Like you have fish market where fish are traded, where capital is traded, it is called capital market. So there will be buyers of capital, there will be sellers of capital, right? And then there will be intermediaries. For your information, a stock exchange is an intermediary because it facilitates the process of transaction between buyers of capital and sellers of capital. Okay. So who are the buyers of capital? People who need capital to build some business or to build some infrastructure. Business, so entrepreneurs, and government because they need to build infrastructure. So they need a lot of capital. And in lieu of capital, they'll pay either interest or they'll pay dividend. So who will go to them? People like us. Directly we'll go to them and buy government bond, or we will buy shares of a company, or we'll take loan. So what happens is we are basically parking our money, our extra fund, our savings with these people. And to facilitate this process, there are a lot of intermediaries. For example, banks are intermediaries in this case. The stock exchanges, the brokers, all of them are intermediaries. And if you want to make a career in financial market, right, the intermediaries are the people to whom you will go to get a job. All right. So we'll take this forward. So as I explained you, buyers, intermediaries, and sellers. Okay. So what are the types of markets? Broadly, in capital markets, you have equity market and you have debt market. All right. So by buying the share of a company, you become part owner of that company, right? That might be, or you might be already aware that an equity share gives you ownership right of the company. Whereas debt is basically you are not concerned with the ownership, you only want your interest, right? So you give loan to the company, and that is called debt. That is also called, that is through bonds, all right? So that is one form of market in capital markets. The others are commodity market, currency market. So commodity markets are those automated markets where all the commodities are traded, right? For price discovery, for a lot of other reasons, which we will see later. And currency markets where currencies of different economies are traded and there is an exchange value of each compared to the other currency. So which of the following do you think will be the largest market of all? So you hear a lot about stock market, bond market, commodities and currencies. Okay, a quick question to you. Just quickly answer it in the chat. Stock market, bond market, commodities or currency. You can say ABCD. Forex. Okay. Stock. A. Currency. So we got variety of answers. Okay. If you look at worldwide, the bonds market will be the biggest. Okay. Because every country as a country will have to trade in bonds, especially the treasury bonds and all. Equally big is the currency market because there will be inter-country transactions and there will be a lot of trading happening in this. If you look at the Indian scenario, so if you actually look at the international scenario, bonds and currencies will be the biggest, commodities and then stocks. Stocks will probably be the smallest, right? But in India, till now, stock market is the biggest because bond market is not that developed and it is developing slowly. Stock market is the biggest, then you have commodities and then you have currencies and then you have bonds. The bonds are the smallest. Whereas in the global scenario, it's ulta. It's completely different. Okay. So you must have learned about different phases in the market, like bull market, bear market, and sideway market. So, bull markets are generally those which have got rising prices and the economic activity will also increase. And the prices, that means stock prices and the indexes will increase. For example, at this point of time, you can call it a bull market. It's a strong bull market because Nifty, Sensex, stock prices, etc., all are high. Economic activity is also very, very high, right? You must have heard about that song, Mera Desh Badal Raha Hai, Aage Bad Raha Hai. So basically 3 years of activity, 3 years of new government, and they are claiming that there has been a lot of economic activity and which is to a certain extent reflected in stock markets also. So we are right now in a bull market. Opposite of it is bear market, when prices are continuously falling with shrinkage of economic activity. We have seen that also before these 3 years. All right. So then you have sideway market when the prices, when there is full of uncertainty and there is no established trend to the economic activities. Okay. So these are the 3 type of phases in financial markets. So basically, why are we talking about all this? All right. You might have seen people in your family, your relatives, your uncles, that share bazaar जुआ है, ठीक है? शेयर बाजार जुआ है क्यों? क्योंकि हमने पैसे लगाए और हमने पैसे गंवाए. हमने पैसे जब लगाए थे तब पूरी दुनिया पैसे लगा रही थी, हमारे पड़ोसी भी पैसे लगा रहे थे. All our neighbors were also putting in money. They were making money. We got attracted to that. When everyone made money, we also put in our money. And then the phase changed and we lost all our money. Okay. So suddenly the stock market, which could have made you money, now you have started cursing it. You will say that it's gamble because you have not learned the art and science of investing or trading. You just followed the janta. You were neither a bull nor a bear. You were just a sheep, herd. You followed a herd mentality and you lost money. Otherwise, there are big bulls which make money in the bull market and then there are big bears who will make money in the bear market. But you were neither. You were a herd and you lost money. And then you start blaming financial markets. And this you can check with lots of people. And this phenomena is repeated again and again and again. When there is a huge opportunity to invest, people will not invest. And now when the markets are at all-time high and there's so much of talks going on around the economy, what will happen is people will start investing because everyone has invested and is investing and there's so much of talk going about it. So let us also invest. And when markets will tank at this point of time, because see, it's a cycle and things will change and you have to learn when the cycles will change. You need to understand the trends. You need to understand the cash, the patterns, the charts, so that you can predict. You can do certain amount of probability, right? It's maths. It's not gamble. And trust me, gamble is not maths. And this is not gamble. This is completely out of knowledge, which you can make consistent money. And there are thousands and thousands of people who have shown this, that if you have the edge, you can make it in financial markets. You must have heard about world's second richest person, Warren Buffett, right? And thousands of people like him. If you look at the top 100 richest people in the Fortune 100 list, you'll find at least 20 to 30% people have made their fortune completely out of financial markets. And in India also, there are a lot of examples like that who are making money. And obviously, if we get into this, and if we are dedicated, and if we are hardworking, we want to learn, then we can also be one of them. But obviously, nothing comes easy. You have to work hard. There is no alternative to it. So we present to you a course which will actually satisfy these areas. So this course, which is called ENCCMP, which is certified by NSC certified capital market professional. Okay, this is a compact course which just introduces you to various aspects of financial market. To set your expectation right, this course is meant to introduce you to various aspects and not to make you an expert in any one. If you want to become an expert, then we have another course which we will talk today, which is called Certification in Research, Trading and Advisory. But let me first talk about the basic course, the elementary course, which is not actually so much elementary. You need certain amount of hard work to do this also, but it will introduce you to thousands of concepts. Okay. And it is designed by market professionals who have got years and years of market experience, and hence it is stuffed with practical understanding of financial market. And we strongly believe that is our, you can say that is our foundation stone of Credent Academy, and the online version of Credent Academy, which is elearnmarkets.com, and NSC Academy also, that the learning in financial market has to be practical. It's like swimming. You cannot sit on the fence and learn swimming just by following instructions. It cannot happen like that. You have to do things practically. And in our online NCCMP, which is NSC Certified Capital Market Professional online, which you do through ENCCMP, we have tried to build in so much of practical knowledge that you will be amazed that how things can be so practical online. All right. And why do we thrust or emphasize so much on practical knowledge? Because when you go for your job, what is your recruiter looking at? Practical knowledge. When you talk about your personal growth, what do you think will help you? Obviously, your understanding of the subject practically. You are looking at doing something on your own, maybe becoming a stockbroker or becoming a full-time investor or full-time trader, right? Something on your own. What will help you? Your practical knowledge, right? So how do we try to build in so much of practical aspect to it? So we try to keep discussions. Okay. So we have unlimited number of discussions in this. Okay. Every alternate Saturday for 2 hours, you have something called doubt clearing session. So what we do is we do discuss financial markets. Okay. So you might have gone through the course. It's a recorded program, which has got more than 100 hours of recorded content, more than 1,000 pages of recorded study material. You have a lot of games. You have a lot of interactive learning tools, which will help you in building your concepts. Then every alternate Saturday, we do interaction with you, where we try to explain you various aspects of financial markets, and we try to take up your doubts. Because let's say for 2 weeks, you will study something, you will note down your doubts. Obviously, you can get the answers real time by putting it on discussion forum on our website. But apart from that, you want one-to-one discussion, right? You want to, counter argue on something. So you can bring those things to these doubt clearing sessions, which are very close to the real world, because people who have got financial market understanding, experience, knowledge, they will discuss it with you. You can discuss with them various things, various stocks, various indices, various economical concepts, etc. Okay, then every section in the course has got a unit test, right? For your practice, for your self-evaluation. We have certain recorded videos which help you in understanding how to read newspaper, how to watch a news channel, or we have written so much of material and we have done so many of videos which will help you in grasping the information and to understand how to use it to make money or to trade in stock market. Okay. Pradeep, I would request you to switch off your webcam. Okay, thank you. Okay. So another thing is we'll make WhatsApp groups for various ENCCMP students. And I have seen this has been such an amazing learning tool which helps you in peer learning as well as whatever questions are posted, we also try to answer them as early as possible. But before that, one of your colleague will answer that and we will try to vet it. We'll try to see if everything is working fine or not. So we put you in groups which will help you in creating a community and do certain amount of networking online. And then there are weekly market wraps which will give you information of what happened in the market. So as you learn, you get into markets and you try to understand what is happening. And then there are practical classes, there are softwares which we give you exposure of, etc., etc. But this is all done at a elementary level. Okay, because this is a course which will introduce you. Okay. This is a course which will actually introduce you to that. But obviously we need certain commitment that you will also work hard. For example, you will read newspaper daily. You will read business magazines. If any project will be given, you will work on that. And you will do certain weekly write-ups. Though we will not kind of ask you for that, but we have certain suggested way of going about this course. So these commitments are required from your end also, right? As I told you, there are unlimited doubt clearing sessions every alternate Saturday for 2 hours, and there's more than 100 hours of self-paced content, more than 84 topics, and with hundreds of videos and infographics, and more than 1,000 pages of study material, interactive learning tools, games, practice tests, etc., etc. All is fine, but what do we cover in this course? So let us get into the specific topics which we cover. Okay, so let us talk about the course. And you will understand once I complete this why I have taken this course first and the bigger course later. Okay. So we introduce you to the financial markets. We talk about what is capital market, the history of it, the various market institutions. You're talking about this one, Somnath? Okay, don't worry guys. What I'll do is whoever has attended today's session, I would arrange for this PPTs to be emailed to you. So no worries if you have missed something, we'll email it to you. Okay. So market institution, various markets in the world, etc. Okay. We'll take you through that. We'll take you through various terminologies, various jargon, so that you are not a newbie to the whole thing and you make yourself comfortable with this. Then we talk about beginners finance, which talks about financial systems, macroeconomics, IPOs, primary market, what is secondary markets, stock exchanges kya hote hain, brokers kya hain, how do you open an account with broker, what is a demat account, so on and so forth. So we assume that you don't know anything. We always assume that you don't know anything. You don't know what's a demat account. You don't have a demat account. How to open a demat account? How to, choose a broker? How to understand the brokerage structure? How to trade? How to place an order? All of that will be taught to you in a very basic way. Okay. We have recorded videos. You can ask questions in the doubt clearing sessions. So it's a program which is mix of self-paced as well as a mentor-oriented program. Okay, and then as I promised you, there will be a unit test after every section. So the third section is macroeconomics. See, economics and markets work hand in hand. Okay, so you need to understand macroeconomics a little bit, not very much in depth. Okay, so we will take you through the various concepts like inflation, GDP, okay, central banks, the monetary policy, fiscal policy, and what impact it has on various exchanges, various stocks, and various indices. So we will talk about all this, okay, briefly. In commodity market, we'll talk about various commodities, how to trade in commodities, how to open an account with a broker, etc., etc. in commodity market. Similarly, in currency market, we'll talk about currencies and how to invest or trade in, how to trade in forex. We'll talk about that. Okay. Then you have fundamental research. Okay. I'll quickly explain you what is fundamental research and what is technical research. Okay. Fundamental research is basically when you look at a company. Okay. When you look at a company. So when you look at the historical data of the company, balance sheet, profit and loss account, financial statements, etc. And you look at the annual report. So basically what you try to do is try to understand how good is that company from its history, from what the company has done, what kind of values it has maintained, what kind of management is there, what kind of financial data it has published. So it's called fundamental research. It is also at times when it is related to equity, it's called equity research. All right. So you try to get into the various aspects of the economy, the sector, the company, inside the company, the management, the financial statements, etc., etc. This is the art of identifying the winning stock, the value stock. All right. So we take you through this in our section called fundamental research. The other type of research is called technical research. Here we don't look into the fundamentals of the company. We don't look into the balance sheet or the management, etc. We have nothing to do with that. In technical research, we look at how the price has performed in stock markets. So here what is more important is your history in stock market and not your history as a company. See, we should not forget that there is a company behind every stock. Stock is a security which is traded in financial markets. In technical analysis, we just forget about that there is a stock or there is a company. In technical, we focus that what has been the price movement, what has been the volume of trading in stock markets. Okay. So fundamental research will hold true for an unlisted company also, which is not there in stock exchanges, which is not listed. For example, Flipkart is not listed, but you can still do fundamental analysis of that. But you cannot do technical analysis of a company which is not listed, because you will not get price information, daily price information. You will not get daily volume traded information, right? You will not get high, low, close, support, etc. All of that you learn through technical research. While watching news, you might have heard terms like this stock will take support here, this stock will have resistance here, will have a breakout, etc., etc. All those are technical terms, and we will make you very comfortable with these technical terms and technical concepts, and you will have an understanding of picking stock, when to invest, how to invest by learning this technical analysis. There are people who are asking me, can you make me the presenter? I don't understand why do they want to become presenter. If you have a question, I can just unmute you and you can ask a question. You don't need to become a presenter for that. All right. So if you have a question, you can either put it on chat or I can unmute you and you can ask it. But I would request you to hold it for some time. Once I'm just about to complete this presentation, which is on one course, which is ENCCMP. Okay. So Shyam and okay, not a problem, Shyam. Thank you. Okay. So there is another concept called derivatives. Okay. So derivatives are basically securities which derives their value from an underlying. So for example, equity stocks have got derivatives which are called futures and options. Futures and options. So those are also traded. Currencies have got derivatives. All right. When you go and buy dollars, then you are buying from cash market. When you trade in financial markets, you trade in derivatives of currency because it's a contract which is based on an underlying security called derivatives, and you trade in derivatives. So you learn how to trade in FNO, which is futures and options. You learn what is the concept of forwards, or the concept of swap, etc. So this is very interesting and very I can say fairly complicated also, but we try to make it so simple. And especially in this, we have developed a lot of interactive learning tools, and we have developed games which makes this whole concept very easy and fun. Because if you are master of this, you can make fortunes if you are a trader, and obviously you can lose fortunes also because this is equally risky. That's why Warren Buffett have termed derivatives as weapon of mass destruction. All right, so be very, very careful before you get into this. But if you want to, you should have a proper learning, training, understanding, and then only you should do it. That's my caveat at this point of time on derivatives. See, the worst thing to do is jump into financial market without knowledge, because you will lose your money, you will lose your confidence, and then you will keep cursing financial markets throughout your life. Okay. But all of you know that real money can be made in financial markets, because any other asset class, whether it is gold, real estate, or anything else, can only yield returns which are near to the inflation in India, all right, or maybe a little more. But you can beat inflation in real sense only by investing in equity. Okay, because if you look at a longer term, even these indices have given you returns in the bracket of 15 to 20% over a longer term. All right, so that's the kind of return we are talking about. All right, and if you are a trader and an investor, and that also an active one, you can expect returns much better than the indices. We talk and we teach you about trading systems, things like NEET, what is a terminal, how do you trade, what's a demat account, etc., etc. We talk about market operations, what is trading cycle, clearing and settlement, membership, etc., etc., so that you are well versed with the operations, the trading systems, apart from months. From 3 months to 6 months, you will complete this program. Okay, and after that, you can go and give this examination. Okay, and which is at NSE IT Center, which we will coordinate. And the good part is the course fees, which I'm going to discuss about, includes the first time examination fees also. Once you pass this exam, you get a certificate from NSE. Hope you understand what is NSE. It is called National Stock Exchange, one of the most respected exchange in the world. You get a certificate from that. If you have to make any career in financial markets, there cannot be a better certification than NSE Academy. And it's a joint certification with NSE Academy and eLearn Markets, because this course is conducted and by eLearn Markets. But this course is owned and conceptualized together with NSE Academy. So you get an awesome certification value also if you're looking at certificate. Okay. For people, okay. So there must be some questions. Before that, I will quickly tell you that the course fees of this course is just 20,000 rupees plus service tax for the online version, which comes to around 23,000 rupees. Okay, but I'll give you an awesome surprise at the end of this entire webinar, at which you get it at a special price, and for which I've taken special permission from NSE Academy. Okay, so today I'll share a coupon code with you, using which you can go to our website and can subscribe for this course. Okay, but for that you have to wait till the end of this presentation. Okay, if you have any question at this point of time, you can ask. regarding NCCMP. Okay, so we have Nagarjun who's asking, do you provide any kind of discount to join this course? So normally it is controlled by NSC. As I told you, I'll share a discount coupon with you at the end of this presentation, at the end of this webinar, which will give you a hefty discount on this course. So don't worry about it. And this course will, let me be very frank. If you are from Mumbai, or if you are from that area, Delhi, Mumbai, you can understand this course will be much more expensive, because financial market is a knowledge which is very rare, very available to very few people. So at 20,000 per service tag, this is a course which is real good value for money. But anyways, today I am going to share a discount code with you, which will be valid for next 2 days, and you can buy this course. And any other information you want about this course, you can ask me, or you might be in touch with one of the career advisors associated with us. So you can talk to them also. They are also really lovely people, very learned. So you can talk to them also, or you can ask that question to me. Hope I have answered your question, Nagarjun. Can we start our own IA services after completion of this course, Arvind? Arvind, no. As I told you, this is the elementary course. I'll talk about CRTA course, uh, which can help you, obviously, in understanding the market in holistic sense, and you can start your investment advisory to a certain extent, but obviously you need to gain more experience. That's my caveat, but you can start that, and you can one of the certificate which we have as suggested certificate in our CRTA, that will help you in getting the license for IA also. So you can in CRTA, but not with ENCCMP, because ENCCMP just introduces you to various concepts, opens your mind, makes you more ready for financial markets, right? So if you are someone who is thinking whether financial markets are for me or not, ENCCMP is the course. If you have decided that no, this is the thing which I want to do in my life, CRTA is the program. Okay, so we'll talk about CRTA in some time. So any more question? Okay. Okay. Manjeet Patel, what are the job opportunities of this course? Okay, Manjeet, this course, as I told you, is more for knowledge perspective, but it's a great resume builder. It's a great value adder to your entire understanding. If you are someone from finance background or from commerce background, this will add a lot of value to your resume if you are going for higher studies, or if you are going for a job with a broker, with an investment banker, with a sub broker, with a research analyst firm, research analysis firm. So point is, this can add a lot of value. It can add real good value. And we also help you with certain suggestions at times. Though we don't promise, we don't do anything with respect to that. But if you are interested, you can write a mail. We also help you in getting connected with people who might be interested to hire people who are learned about financial markets if you want to make a career in one of such firms. Okay. We'll stop the questions here and we'll quickly go to CRTA program, which is our other program, flagship program from NSC. Friends, I'll just remind you of something. Okay, we'll share a feedback form with you towards the end of this presentation. Okay, it's my sincere request to you that please kindly fill the feedback form, give your suggestions so that we can improve your experience in such webinars at a later date. Okay, that'll be very kind of you. So towards the last 15 minutes of the presentation, we will share that a link with you. Kindly click on that link. It will be a small form. Fill the form so that we can evaluate where we have gone, where we can improve, and your suggestions are always very appreciated. So let us start about CRTA. Okay, this is a hell lot of a program, you can say. This is mother of all or father of all financial market courses available. Okay, so I have a question from Vikas. Vikas, I'll answer your question after the end of this presentation. Okay, surely I'll answer that. In the meantime, CRTA, which is Certificate in Research, Trading and Advisory, as I told you, is one of the biggest programs. Biggest, most interesting, most enjoyable program, and it is available both in classroom format in Calcutta, and it's available in the online format, and anywhere from anywhere you can take it. Let me tell you, again, this is certified by NSC, and it will be very, very surprising to you that there are students from the remotest corner of the country, and there are students from the remotest corner of the world doing this course. From everywhere people do this course. Why do they do this course? Because this course exposes them to a different level of financial market understanding, which starts from the basics. Okay, let me tell you, the ENCCMP program, which we just talked about, is the first module out of the 9 modules of CRTA. Okay, obviously not all are equally big. The first module is a little bigger than all the other modules, but it is just one module, ENCCMP, and CRTA has got around 9 modules, and it is a program which runs live. So ENCCMP was primarily a recorded program with a lot of doubt clearing sessions, whereas CRTA is primarily a live program. When I say live, it will be delivered online via a platform like this. Today we are talking about GoToMeeting, where I'm discussing with you, where I can see you also if you switch on your camera, where you can see me, right, and we can interact. So through such a platform, there is another platform called GoToWebinar, which is even better version of this, which we normally use for taking our classes. So that platform you get exposed to in understanding various concepts and classes of financial markets. Okay. So CRT is primarily a live program delivered online, where you sit at your home with internet and computer, and the entire course So we have 2 verticals called Credent Academy, which is our classroom and institutional training, which happens in Calcutta. And we get students from Sweden, France, Germany, China, and all over India who come down to Calcutta to do this program called CRTA. Similarly, there are people all over the world who access these courses online through elearnmarkets.com and through the mobile app of eLearn Markets from all over the world and the country, who attend our courses live through eLearn Markets. So CRTA has huge number of takers online as well as offline. It is completely on you whether you want to do it online or offline based on your time availability and other things. So again, this program is certified by NSC, and it has got 3 main components. One is the research, which talks about equity research, financial modeling, valuation, which are of great use to a person who want to find the value of a company, do value investing, or probably work for a research firm, equity research firm, or an investment bank. So you get a deep understanding, equivalent or more than what you can get in a second year specialization of MBA program, or the thing which you get in MAFA subject of CFA final. Okay, you get a better understanding than that also in this program, because this program is very specialized and talks about financial modeling, equity research, right? So if you want to get into research, whether technical or equity research of equity market, commodity market, economy, etc., the research part will help you a lot. But obviously you need to understanding of the trading part also. So that's why we give you deep understanding of how trading works, how trading psychology works, right? How can you make consistent money? How can you control your emotions, right? And you can learn trading in multiple asset classes, not only one but multiple, like equity, derivatives, currencies, commodities, etc., etc., bonds. So you can trade across asset classes, across economies, and you can make your fortune out of that. So that is the trading part. And the third part is advisory. What is advisory? So you need to have understanding of things other than equity also. For example, mutual fund, insurance, real estate, retirement planning, etc., etc. So let's say if you ever decide to become an investment advisor or financial planner, the best thing to do is understand equity, understand trading, understand research, and then get a holistic perspective of advisory as a subject. Now, advisory as a subject will give you exposure to products other than equity, because your investment is not restricted to equity. You can invest anywhere, right? So you need advisors, or you need financial planners, or you need people who can guide you where to invest, how to invest. So this course will equip you to become a consultant, become an advisor to people who want to invest. And obviously, if you have your own wealth, you can invest that also. So multiple products, financial products, you will get exposed to in the advisory part. So how is this course structure, and how do we teach so much of thing in a capsule of 7 to 8 months, and how do we deliver value? And as I told you, we don't want to overwhelm you or make you scared that it's too difficult. No, it's something which is doable for people who have just passed, let's say, class 12 also. Or probably you can go back to my earlier example that if you're a 5th class pass but you have good common sense, you can do this. But you need good common sense and communication skills, because there will be a lot of we teach it in English, and you will have a lot of jargons and things coming up. So you just need to be a person, a lot of enthusiasm, and you can do it. It's not that you have to be a bookworm or something like that. So how do we do it? What are the various modules? I talked about 9 modules. So the first module, Foundation of Capital Market, is more or less equivalent to ENCCMP, the earlier course which I talked about. That is NSE Certified Capital Market Professional. So you can now imagine the comparison between two courses. One course is a part of this bigger course. So Foundation of Capital Market is that part. Then we, as I told you, in that part, we talk about fundamental research, right? You remember? That fundamental research we take up in the second month, and in the third month, because this Foundation of Capital Market goes on around for 7 to 8 weeks. Then after that, we take up equity research. At times, we also take up wealth management. There is a little bit of flexibility on how we do that. It's not that we'll go in a flow. It'll go as per the batch. So we have to assess the batch strengths and weaknesses, and accordingly, we go with the schedule. And we also give you certain flexibility. That let's say if you have something very urgent which comes up in between of a program. So we have multiple batches running, and multiple batches running concurrently as well as at different point of time. So we might tell you that you might have to wait for a month, but we'll put you in another batch for equity research, where you will be interacting with the faculty, but for a different batch. So we do all the coordination. We have a lovely, amazing coordination team headed by Shruti, who interacted with you while you were, when we started this. So there is a good dedicated team which helps you in each and everything, whether you send your email, WhatsApp, phone, they are always there for you. All right. So great thanks to Shruti and the team. We have an amazing experience with our students. Okay. So this equity research program talks about the fundamentals of a company, and it goes on for around a month, which is taken by, you can say, which is taken by a fund manager whose name is Karan Sharma, and he is an awesome teacher for equity research. Then we come up with a very small module on fixed income and interest rate futures. Fixed income is the debt part which I talked about, the loan part, the debt part, the bonds part, the bond trading. So fixed income talks about all of that. It's a very small module of around a week or 10 days time. Then we talk about wealth management. Wealth management, niche hai, wealth management. This wealth management is the part which is from the advisory thing. Okay. In advisory, you need to understand various aspects of financial planning, various aspects of wealth management. So this program is taken by, this is mentored by another gentleman named Siddharth Goenka, who is also who has got a huge experience in the same field and who has been a trainer to the best of the financial planners in India. Okay. Equity research, after equity research, the next part, the next progression is equity valuation. Okay. So equity research is the second one, whereas equity valuation is the second one in the lower line. So equity valuation comes after equity research, where when we talk about Excel, how to model the valuation of a company on an Excel and find out what is the value of it and then invest in it if it is undervalued. All right. This is an art this is a science, in fact, which is followed by people who work with big investment bankers or equity research firms. They do a lot of data crunching, a lot of number crunching, and they come up with the value of a company, and then they suggest whether you should buy that or not. So you can become that research analyst, right? Especially if you have done good in equity research and equity valuation and financial modeling, these two modules. I'll just highlight these two modules for you. Just give me. Okay, so this one and this one. These two modules combined will become your research part. Okay, apart from foundation of capital market, equity research and equity valuation. These two modules combined will give you an edge and give you an understanding and give you a knowledge to work for a research firm, to work for an investment bank. Okay, especially if you want to do equity research. In the trading part, as I told you, you have currency commodities, you have advanced option strategies, you have derivative analytics, you have technical analysis. These four will actually, and fixed income to a certain extent, these 4 or 5 small and big modules will help you in trading of different aspects. Okay. Here we talk about advanced trading strategies, which are probably known to few traders in the world. All right. And for example, advanced option trading strategies is taken by Mr. Dharamchand Sethia. You might have heard his name if you follow CNBC and other channels, because he was nominated as Sensex Ka Sultan by Z Business. So advanced option strategies are taken by him. Another example of trading is technical analysis. That means using pricing information, charts, etc. You trade in markets. This is taken by Mr. Abhijit Paul. You switch on your TV at any point of time, you will see a lot of experts. One of such experts is Abhijit Paul on technical analysis, and he has been an amazing orator, communicator, and a teacher, computer on technical analysis. And this program has got students from all across the world, because each module which we are talking about can be separately taken also by students. People who know everything before can take technical analysis directly. Okay, they need not do the entire CRTA. But all said and done, if you want to make a career in financial markets, CRTA is the program which can take you from scratch, from rags to riches, similarly from scratch to a very intelligent investor, trader, advisor. So as I told you, equity research by Karan Sharma, technical analysis by Abhijit Paul, wealth management by Siddharth Goenka, currency commodity by Vivek Bajaj. So you know, different experts, different mentors, different guides will help you in each component, because there are different experts in each area. So it's not that one teacher teaching you everything. And these modules which I have picked are live programs. Equity research is also live. Certain areas of wealth management and company valuations are recorded. Foundation of capital market is also recorded. But in recorded program also you have doubt clearing sessions, you have learning sessions, etc. So it's a complete program which is respected all across the world and certified by NSE Academy. Okay, moving forward. Okay, so I've talked about these concepts a lot, so I'll not repeat these slides. Rather, I'll share this PPT with you so that you know you can go through individual topics of every module. For example, in front of your screen, you can see Certified Foundation of Capital Market. As I told you, this is similar to the ENCCMP program. You can see all the coverages: capital market, primary, secondary, corporate action, fundamentals, technicals, derivatives, options, small saving products, etc., etc. Okay. So, expectation and certification about each course is given here. Similarly, you have wealth management, you have equity research analysis, time given to each one is also written. You have equity valuation, so you will do financial modeling, Excel, etc. And you have internal, you have fixed income, advanced technical analysis, option trading strategies, derivative analytics. Why I am skipping through all this? Because I told you the benefit of this, why people do this. Now, if you want to analyze topics, if you want to analyze what is written, this PPT will be shared with you. And you have access to me and you have access to all the career advisors. You can ask us any question at any point of time. You can call us, you can email us, right? We'll try to help you at the, to the best of our capabilities. And if you wish, then you can start your learning in financial markets. Okay. So how do we evaluate students? Because any program can retain its value if there is a strong evaluation process. Okay. And obviously for certification of NSE, you have to be very good at exams and all. Okay. So this course, for each module, how the evaluation happens is written here. For example, in currency and commodity, you have a suggested exam called ENCCMP currency derivative, a beginner's module. These exams we coordinate and we get it done. So you have to go to the center, which is NSCIT center, and give this exam, which will be near to you in your own city. You don't have to worry, you don't have to travel. It will be in your own city, whichever city you are, because they have a huge network of centers across India. Okay. So if you look at it, total there are 5 modules in which there are NCFM courses suggested. But you have to pass any 3 out of the 5, which is not a big deal. If you pass any 3 out of 5, you will get CRTA certification. You need one NISM exam to be passed out of the 3 mentioned below. So we have mentioned 3 here. So there are 3 exams in NISM. Okay, out of the 3 you have to pass 1, and out of 5 NCFM you have to pass any 3. Okay, if you do that, which will help you in, for each exam also we have a separate preparatory. So you don't have to worry that bhai main exam kaise pass karunga. They'll help you in passing those exams. Number 1, we'll give you a lot of practice tests. Apart from the knowledge, apart from the course which is going on, there will be preparatory for these tests also. And these tests are not like, one or two of them are a little difficult, but most of them are very, very basic. So if you clear this, you will get NCMP level 1 certified professional. You will get multiple certificates, and how this will help you in the next slide you will see. So what do you get if you do CRTA? You will get a lot of certificates. How? Because 3 NCFM modules, there will be separate certificates for that, which you will get from NSC. Again, NSC has a rule. Anyone who gives minimum 3 certificates, they give them an additional certificate which is called NCMP level 1. NCMP is NSC Capital Market Professional level 1. So you will get a certificate because you will clear 3 NCFM modules. So in effect, you have got 4 certificates by giving 3 exams. Separate NCFM and 1 NCMP level 1. Apart from that, you will clear 1 NISM module. Okay, you will get certificate for that. And obviously, if you clear all this, you will get a mother certificate called CRTA certificate, okay, which is for this program. So you will have quite a lot of certificates, but obviously certificates can help you to go to get a job interview, but your knowledge will help you in cracking that interview. CRTA will probably help you in setting up a terminal and setting up your own research desk. But you have to work consistently hard, because we can work till the end of this course to make you a star in financial markets. But to continue as a star, you have to work on your own. So always this thing I tell students, both don't expect a magic wand that after this course you will be a rock star. Yes, we will make you a rock star, but to continue as a rock star, you have to work very, very hard. And people who work hard in financial markets, they can only make fortunes, not people who hear from their brokers, from their analysts, from experts on TV and trade. No, if the experts would have been such experts, why would not they have invested directly? They would have invested directly and made fortunes. No, there's no expert bigger than your own self if you learn and do things properly on your own. This course will equip you with all the knowledge, information, understanding of financial markets, of various concepts and aspects of financial markets, which will help you in analyzing what people are saying, analyzing a stock, analyzing a sector, analyzing an economy for yourself or for your recruiter, for your own trading or for your own investing. You know, this gives you a great understanding of the whole aspect of financial market. Okay, so with this, how do we teach ECRTA? Each admission will be mapped to a monthly batch. So we have monthly batches. Every month there are batches starting. When is the next batch starting? You know, all those questions, etc. You can get in touch with your respective career advisor. And if you don't have a career advisor, you can call. Obviously, we map one career advisor to every individual who get in touch with us. If you don't have a career advisor mapped to you, my email ID is vineet@fitnessacademy.com, which I have put on the chat. You can write an email to me, or you can call me or one of my career advisor. My desk number is 40002450. All right, and since we are in Calcutta, 0334002450, you can get in touch with me over phone also. And obviously, we are there. All of us are there on all social media platforms. You can search my name, and I'll be available to you on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever else is there, on Instagram, etc. So if you want to ask, send me a personal message there also. My name is Vineet Patavri. I've shown you my face also earlier, so you can find me there. Yeah, sorry. One important information which I missed, which I'll cover this in this slide, is that every month there will be a batch, and you will be put in a batch. There will be coordination, which will be in sync with our classroom program. So you will get the information that today you have this class, tomorrow you have this class. Okay, I'll answer all the questions a little while later. Okay, so you will get all the information, and there will be a coordinator. There will be a person who will be mapped to you. You can call her a buddy, or you can call her your coordinator. She'll be mapped to you. All your questions will be directed to her. You can call her at any point of time, WhatsApp, email. So this entire 7 to 8 month is a journey which you can pursue along with your job, along with your course which you are doing. If you are doing a CA, CS, MBA, BCom, PhD, or probably you are doing a job, full-time job. Along with that, you can pursue this program because the entire schedule is in such way. Because there will be classes in weekends, there will be classes either in the evening or weekends, mostly on weekends. And you know, you will get recording of all the classes. You will get recording of all the classes which happens with you. That's also an awesome thing. We also send CD of those classes to you. Okay. So basically you don't miss anything even if you miss a class, because we keep a recording of that and we share it with you. Okay. There are, as I told you, this program runs offline in Calcutta. You are most welcome. You can come to Calcutta. That's called CRTA. And when you do it online, it's called ECRTA. That means the online CRTA. And the schedule will be communicated to you. Okay. And it's a combination of recorded and live programs, as I told you. All live programs are conducted by market experts who have got huge experience in market, as well as who are highly qualified. All right, people from IIMs, chartered accountants, company secretaries, people with very good background, they only will take this. There are tests, a lot of comprehensive modular tests and chapter-wise tests for your practice and self-evaluation. And there are a lot of preparatory tests so that you can give your exam and pass the exam in one shot. And then there are a lot of preparatory videos for these NCFM and NISM exams. We are very serious about the entire evaluation process. So we want everyone to pass the exam. We put a lot of focus on preparing you for those exams. Okay, Regarding the practical aspect, you get software exposure of around 6 to 7 different softwares which are used in technical analysis, which are used in option trading, in fundamental research, and we have tied up with a lot of market software vendors who give you extended period of trial for their softwares. I'll name few softwares. I'm not sure if people have heard about it because you are not market participant, most of you, but softwares like Spider, Investor, NetDania, TradingView, Traders Cockpit, MyFNO, Ace Equity. These are the softwares which we give you, which we expose you to during the course of this entire course. Okay, and there are questions from your side which says, what kind of job profiles will this course help me with if in case I want to do a job after this? Very good question. So things, if you want to make a career in the investment banking, especially on the research side, equity research side, it can help you a lot. It can help you in becoming a full-time trader. So there are a lot of prop trading firms like Futures First, Dynamics in Calcutta. You have Copal Partners, which is a research firm. Again, you have Irevna, which is a research firm. You have the big investment banks like Deutsche Bank and Goldman Sachs, etc., where you can get job out of this. With all the brokers of the world like Edelweiss, Motilal Oswal, India Infoline, we have students in all these firms. So if I come again, equity research firms, trading desks, which are also called prop trading desk. Desk means office, obviously, not a desk, right? So prop trading desk, equity research firms, advisory firms, broking firms, right? You get jobs in these firms. So there are very big players which are brokers. There are very huge players which are into advisory. There are huge players in investment banking. So your door of all these firms opens for you if you have knowledge of this. You can say this is very similar to an MBA finance. With in MBA finance, in the first year you will read a lot of general stuff. We don't teach you general stuff like marketing, operations, HR, etc. We teach you specific stuff. So if you are self-motivated and you are hungry for specific stuff in finance and financial markets, this is probably the end of your search for any further course. You can take up this course and become an expert in finance and financial markets. Okay. And obviously, on the top of that, you get certification from NSC, which helps you in your career to a huge extent because it has got a lot of credibility and value. Okay. So I hope I have answered a lot of questions. Again, now I'll go through your questions once again. Is there a certification exam without taking the course? I don't know what you mean by that. You have to take a course, then only you can get a certification. But let's say you want to take up a particular module. There are 9 modules in CRTA. Each module is a separate course also, right? Let's say you want to take up a course which is called technical analysis, and you know technical analysis, but with a little bit of revision you want to take up this course and get a certificate. You can get that. But CRTA, you have to give all the modules, you have to study, you have to take up the course, then only you can get the module. Okay. We are not a certification provider only, so obviously every certificate is attached to a course. Manjeet Patel has got a question. I want to expert on stock trading. Which modules are helpful for me? See, to become expert in stock trading, you need to understand the fundamental side of it as well as technical side of it. And obviously the basic concepts are necessary. So CRTA is the program for you. Every component of CRTA is extremely relevant for you, Manjeet. It's a 7-month program which runs part-time, partly on weekends, right? This is a program which you should look at if you want to become a stock trader. What about people outside India? Can they take it online? Of course. As I told you, we have students from all over the world who are taking this course online. You can take this program online. The only challenge is the certification. So when you are in India, let's say if you are an NRI or you are in India, when you are in India, you can give those exams in one shot and get the certificate. But without giving this exam, by visiting a NSCIT center in your city, it's not possible to get the certificate. So you can do it for the knowledge sake, but if you're doing it for the certification also, then certification you have to come to India to give the exam, because only Indian cities have got an ECRTA center. Arvind Sangrajka, sorry if I have spelled your pronounced your name wrong. As I have lost family commitment sometime okay, she or he, sorry, he is talking about, as I have a lot of family commitment and some time for study, how can I go for this course as I am interested in doing this course? Can I complete this course during extended time period? Also let me know the course fees. And very good. So quite a comprehensive question. See, people who have got family commitments, or people who are studying, or people who are doing job, this program is very flexible program where you can take extensions, obviously with a proper reason and logic, where you can, you know, if from one batch to another batch, we can shift you, or let's say if you skipped a module, we can help you with that, but all with proper logic and information flow, because obviously this is a well coordinated program. We want you to finish it in time, but let's say for any reason you're not able to do it, we help you with that. There are people who have taken more than a year to complete the program, and we are fine with it as long as they are dedicated and they are doing it, right? That is number one. Number two, as I told you, on weekends you have classes which generally are 2 to 3 hours, okay, on Saturday, and 2 to 3 hours on Sunday. If you don't have that much time to spare, then I think it is difficult and you should not take up this course. If you can take out around, let's say, around 10 to 15 hours a week, including the classroom hours and the study time, this is a program meant for you, okay? The course fees of CRTA, online CRTA, is rupees 75,000 plus service tax, which is 15%. Okay. So I put it on chat. Similarly, the course fees for ENCCMP, which I've already communicated, is rupees 20,000 plus 15% service tax. Okay. And if you want to come down to Calcutta to do the CRTA program, the course fees for CRTA, that is classroom version in Calcutta, is rupees 1,60,000 plus 15% service tax. Okay. And at that price, in a classroom version with a lot of internship involved, hand-holding involved, you sit with traders, you sit with research analysts, and you do this is one of the most cheap, most economic program available across the globe, available in India. If you compare it with programs, there are programs where you are handholded for 6 days and you are charged 5 lakh rupees. This program is a real value for money, and the reason for that is NSC, because they want this financial literacy, understanding of financial markets to spread across India to various, and we are helping them with technology, with financial market knowledge and understanding, with our education background, etc. We are helping them in building that structure in which it can become scalable. So NSC also works with the mandate of government, where they want financial literacy and financial education to spread. And this is an awesome opportunity for all of you to take up this course. If you want to come to Calcutta, it's 1,60,000, and the same program is delivered online, right? And it is available at a throwaway price of 75,000 rupees, okay, which I think is a real value for money. And as I told you, towards the end of this program, I'll give you a surprise. So before that, I'll take some more questions like Bal. Somnath Mandal, offline online fees same. No, offline online fees is very different. Offline is 1,60,000, online is 75,000. Answered. Bala Murli is asking what is the difference between ECRTA and ENCCMP. I hope I have answered this question. ENCCMP is primarily the first module of ECRTA. ECRTA is a bigger program which each component of ENCCMP is taken into more details, and you become an expert, whether it is research, whether it is derivatives, whether it is technicals. In ENCCMP, we take up it in 1 week each, and in ECRTA, we take up it in 1 month, where an expert will come and teach you. ENCCMP is primarily a recorded program. ECRTA is primarily a live program. So those differences are there. Manjeet Pallei is asking, I knew about CRTA program and its syllabus, course fees. My question is that if I'm enrolled with ENCCMP first, what will be the next step to complete 9-module CRTA program? Good question, Manjeet. I think you are thinking in the right direction, right? Manjeet, in case if you are not sure about, taking up financial market as your career, you can enroll for ENCCMP. But the only issue is, then you have to enroll for separate modules separately, and the total of that will cross 1 lakh rupees. So let's say if you decide about ENCCMP and then you go for ECRTA, then at that point of time we need to discuss if we can adjust certain amount of fees of your ENCCMP and shift you to ECRTA. However, I would suggest you that do your analysis, do your research in next 4-5 hours. You have the coupon code which I'll share with you only for 2 days, especially with permission from NSC, which I'll share with you. You can analyze and then see which one do you want to go for. And there, this one is available at 20, that one is available at 20. Okay. Priyank has got a very relevant question. How online student will get experience of live trading? Okay. Priyank, we have tried doing various things. For example, we get you, there is this program called Art and Science of Trading, which is also called Technical Analysis. Okay. There we try to install softwares in your machine remotely. So you have these softwares where you can start trading at your home. You just need internet. We handhold you, we guide you, right? With virtual money, with simulators, and with again real money if you have progressed to that stage. Okay. So we try to do that. Then there are interactive learning tools like eLearn options, which we have integrated to trade in options. We do that. You have a component which is provided by NSC called NSC Pathshala, which offers you a virtual simulator for trading. So from your home you can do that. We handhold you and guide you on each one of that, how to progress on that. So you get a real feel, real experience of live trading in an online program also. What the fees for online and offline? I've answered that. Somnath, I continue math honors student, so best course for me. As I told you at the onset, I am a great fan of maths, because for trading, investing, etc., your mindset should be very commonsensical, and quantitative aptitude, which is maths, helps you in building a logical mind, a commonsensical mind. So if you are a maths honors student, it will help you a lot in doing these programs, because you don't need to have understanding of finance. That we will teach you from basic. If you don't have understanding of accounts, no worries. If you are an engineer, no worries. We will teach you all of that, okay, from basics. To an extent it is required in this program. If you don't know Excel, no worries. We will teach you Excel to the extent it is required in this program, okay. So today the discount Balamurli which we are sharing is the maximum. For any other day I could have discussed this, but this is the maximum for anyone. So I'll share it with you anyways, so you can utilize that. Arvind Sangarachka is saying course fees can be paid in installments. Yes. For CRTA you can pay it in installments. For ENCCMP you have to pay it in one shot. All right. You can discuss the installment scheme with our career advisors. They will send you emails also with the detailed breakup of installments and the dates, etc. So we have an installment scheme in CRTA. Vikas is saying, I do part-time trading and would like to foster my knowledge by owning a certificate, keeping in mind as a part-time trader. I am professionally employed at an MNC which I won't be quitting. Which module would add value to my profile? See, I don't know your depth of knowledge. If let's say you are quite aware of the various aspects of fundamental and technical analysis, you can do the course which is advanced technical analysis at our academy. And if you feel that you lack knowledge, you are trading but you don't have clear concepts of financial markets, you can go for entire CRTA and you will be able to manage it with your job. But in case if you feel that your knowledge, you have been trading for some time, see, it's not possible for me to evaluate that. You have to self-evaluate and see if your knowledge is sufficient to trade and you are making good money from quite some time consistently. Then you should learn the art of managing money. So there is something called money management, risk management, which we teach in our technical analysis module of CRTA. So you can just take up that, and if you want to progress to become an option trader, you can take up another module called advanced option strategies. So these two modules of CRTA will help you in your requirement. Vikas, is it possible for online student to take up internship in Kolkata? Only for a couple of modules that is possible. For example, in the technical analysis it is possible. You do your normal course, and only for technical analysis 10 days, 15 days internship you can come down to Calcutta. That is possible. To get more understanding of that, Priyank, what you can do is you can talk to our career advisor. Though I think you are talking very intelligently, because there are a lot of people who do this, who are in a job or who are very busy. They do this, they take up the online program. Only for internship they come down to Calcutta for technical analysis and for option trading strategies. You can also discuss with our career advisor on that. Somnath, is it financial, maybe career job? I've not got your question. Is it financial, maybe career job? I've not got your question, Somnath, on that. Can you repeat that once? Kanan is saying, sir, kindly tell me how it's different from ENCCMP. I've done ENCCMP. Will it guide on how to trade? I'm yet to know about to trade in buying and selling. Will I get confidence to trade on my own? I have a demat account but don't know how to start. Will this course give practical trading experience? Kanan, if you are from Calcutta and then you have done ENCCMP program, this program will help you in getting real feeling of markets. All right, by sitting, if you can come down to Calcutta, it will help you at a different level altogether. Even if you are online, it will help you in trading, it will help you in investing, it will help you in operating your demat account, it will hold you in everything which you are looking for. So yes, CRTA is something which you can look forward to. And I think, Kanan, just answer my question, have you done it in Calcutta or have you done it online, ENCCMP? Somnath, difference of classroom and online course I have done. And then thanks. You have specified this, that yes, you are able to understand and learned a lot from ENCCMP. See, I have been very, very vocal and clear about this, that ENCCMP can only satisfy your insight, can give you insights of financial markets of various aspects. See, bhai, there is something called derivatives. There is something called option trading. There is something called technicals. Now options, there is something called call option, put option. It will introduce you to the world of financial markets in 1.5 months, but it will not make you an expert. Kanan, I hope you have been able to deliver on that, and you have understood a lot and learned many things from ENCCMP as you have suggested. The next question is, should you progress to CRTA? Yes, if you want to become an expert. If you want to become a trader, investor, advisor, yes. If the ECRTA course, someone has asked a question, if the ECRTA course itself is 7 to 8 months, and I want to access to videos beyond the stipulated 365 days, how do I do that? Take my exam. Okay, so see, we have specified 365 days validity on all our courses, but what normally is done is, once you are at 360 days or at around 350 days, a option appears on your screen which says ask for extension. Okay, or you can write to us or call us or email us, right, and we give you extension of another year, okay, based on the request, based on your request. But normally we feel people should complete it within a year's time, okay, because once you make it slow and you lag it, the entire interest is lost. So we want all of you to cover and complete the course within a year's time, but we normally give extensions to our students who ask for it with a valid reason. So that's not a problem. Okay, so we have, I have tried to answer all the questions which are there. Now, if someone wants to ask the question verbally, you can unmute yourself, or you can ask us to unmute. We'll unmute you, and then we can probably answer your question. Okay. Nagarjun is asking about the very relevant thing, which is the discount code. Okay. So I am sharing it on chat, and I am also pronouncing it. VP is my name, Vineet Patavri. VP ENCCMP is the discount code of ENCCMP, which will give you a discount of how much? Any guesses? Rupees 7,000, which is actually 35%. Okay, 35% of the course fees of rupees 20,000 plus. Okay, so essentially your course fees will become rupees 13,000 plus 15% ST. But friends, you have to be a little quick because NSE has allowed us to do this only for next 2 days. This will be valid till 12th. You have to make a decision fast and enroll for this awesome prize. So this is rupees 13,000 plus 15% for ENCCMP program. You can use the coupon code which is shared with you, which is VP NCCMP. Okay. Now talking about CRTA. In CRTA, we are giving you, with the permission of NSE, an awesome discount of 10%, which comes to rupees 7,500. Okay, and for that you have to use a discount coupon while buying the course online. You have to use the discount coupon by buying the course online from elearnmarkets.com, and the coupon code is called VPCRTA. Again, Vineet Patavri, because I have taken the webinar today for you. So VPCRTA, and by using this, it will be good, Arvind, if you can note it down right away. Okay, it's very simple. V for Vineet, P for Patavri, and then CRTA. VPCRTA and VPNCCMP. Okay, the course name with the prefix of VP. Okay, and you can call our career advisor, they'll tell you. And in case if they'll have your email ID, Arvind, they'll also email it to you. Okay, so yes, if I have already paid for higher amount, how can I use for your discount code? You cannot use that. This is specially for this webinar, people who attended this webinar who are going to take in next 2 days. I'm sorry, but this is not applicable for people who have taken the course already. This is specially announced by NSE for this weekend only, Saturday, Sunday, and can't help. Don't worry, boss. 1 or 2,000, if you have paid extra, you will make much more than that in your lifetime. Will you email us discount code? Yes, we can do that. Okay. Anyone want to ask any questions verbally? You can unmute yourself quickly and then do that if you have a mic. Otherwise, I would just ask Shruti to share the link of feedback form. Friends, please fill the feedback form. That will help us a lot. Thank you, Nagarajan. I hope you like this entire presentation. If you have any suggestion, please give it to me in the feedback form. That will help us all to evaluate ourselves and to improve. People who are leaving, I'll request another 2 minutes of yours, 2 to 3 minutes of yours. Fill the form and then you are free to leave. If you have any question, I've shared my phone number, my email ID, and I'm also available on social media platforms. You can always get back to me. And the career advisors who are mapped to you, they can get in touch with you or you can get in touch with them, right? So please help us by filling the feedback form. It was wonderful talking to such a nice audience, such a patient audience. So thanks a lot. It has been an amazing experience. and I'll quickly go and see the feedback forms, and I want to see all of you filling that. Again, a request. So thank you, thanks a lot.